I won't hear you better.
Hi guys, Nick Dunks. I'm here today with Ian Imber. How you doing, Ian?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Mick.
Before we crack on with the predictions, we're 2 games in now. TFSL Season 2. How you finding it, mate?
Yeah, it's tough. 1-1, drawn one. It's tough, but always knew this season was going to be a tough season with the relegated clubs coming down from the Division 1. You know, some big boys there.
Yeah, I've looked through all the divisions, and it's scary how teams have improved in the close season. It's making it very interesting for me this season. I'm really looking forward to it. Right, well, I'm going to crack on then with my predictions first. I'm going to start off in Division 1. The big match of the day for me, it's Chelsea versus Man United. Mark Stewart, new manager of Chelsea, starts off with 2 wins. Dan Smith, he started off with 2 wins. I looked at Dan's squad, and he went shopping at the end of last season, so he was proactive. Got his main bulk of his players before this season. Before he got this season's kitty, and he's only strengthened with 1 player this season. But like I say, he'd already gone in quite hard in the market, so that's pretty good stuff from Dan, I think. And like I say, it's a tough one to call. You've got Suarez scored 4, and you've got Lewandowski scored 2 for United. So it could be who comes out on top out of them 2, who swings it. But I'm going home advantage. I'm going for Mark to snatch this 2-1.
Right, good shout. Mark's got Bonucci out, I think, tonight, so I think that's going to be a big loss to him. But he's bought Alaba and Hummels, and that's he's got very, very good back 4. You know, only thing with Man United is they haven't really been tested yet. They haven't played any of the big boys. Well, in fact, neither of them have played any of the teams you would expect to be in maybe the top 6 or 7. So it should be an interesting game. I think the table lies a little bit at the moment because Man City played Arsenal, and you know there's been a few games like that. But I'm going to sit on the fence for this one and go for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, good shout, mate. Good shout. Then I'm going to go into Division 2, and we've got 2 teams not to register a win yet. Bristol City versus Norwich. James flew high with Norwich last year, unlucky not to go up. I've looked at his side, and I'm really impressed with what James has built. Paul at Bristol saying he's building a nice side. I sat on the fence on this one, to be fair. I think they're both going to get a point, 1 each.
Okay. I've noticed this morning that James has sold an 89 player, Schultz, which I was a bit surprised at. I guess he's obviously got a plan to replace him with the money. I think he got just over 11 million for him. So maybe he's got somebody going to surprise us coming in. But I always find it, if I sell a player, I try to sell a player after the game, not just before a game, so I can at least use him. Neither team have had a great start. And at the beginning of the season, you would have said, at the end of last season, you would have said Bristol City and Norwich both going to be up there again, challenging. I think James is going to win this one 1-0.
Yep. Okay. Well, we're on Division 2 here, and I can't bypass it without checking what you're up to. And this is an interesting one for me. You've got Sheffield United, Harvey Taylor, Sheffield United. They're at home. 2 draws for Harvey so far. I put Harvey as quite a good tactical manager from what I've seen of him. I'm new to Harvey, to be fair, but he's impressed me, what I'm seeing. You're missing Barrera. That's a big miss for you, isn't it, Ian?
Yeah, my best player.
Yeah. So that's a big miss. But I think you're going to snatch a draw, mate. A good side away point. I'm going 1-1 in this one, mate.
Yeah, I've got it down for exactly the same score. Good friends with Harvey. Only thing is, he hasn't scored a goal yet this season or conceded one. I think he's going after my record of last season. I think I drew 16 games, which was only matched by Man United. So I think he's on the trail for that.
Yeah. Oh, well, great.
1-1 as well from me.
Good stuff. So we're in agreement on that one, mate.
Yeah.
Now into my division then, Division 3. This is one what intrigues me. These are my palm tree co-hosts. Bradford versus Derry. So you've got Kev Wright at Bradford. Derry, Martin Walters promoted last season. He's just got his first win. I think Martin's dangerous in this division, even though he's just come up and they're a little club. He's got some high-rated players in there, which makes him very dangerous. And I respect what Kev's doing at Bradford. He's doing something pretty similar to what I'm doing at Hibs. It's really tough to call this one, but I've gone for a 2-1 win to Derry.
We've got to stop copying each other this week. I'm also going for a 2-1 win to Derry. He's bought some good players, a few oldies. He's bought 288s and 387s. That's Martin I'm talking about. 288s and 387s since the season closed, whereas Kev's just bought Torres, who's an 87. I don't know about any transfer business just before the season finished. But, you know, I think it'll be an interesting game. But as I say, I think Derry will just shade it.
Okay, mate. And then we go into Division 4. This is another intriguing fixture. Two unbeaten sides have gone for Rob Harris's Dundee versus Paul Crowell's Motherwell. Paul, very close to promotion last season, missed out in the playoffs. Rob's Dundee just keep improving game by game for me. They've won 2. Paul Crowell's 1-1, drew 1. But Paul's got 2 out injured, and they're decent players he's got missing. Rob's got 1 out injured. Still, it's been a goal fest, mate. I've gone for a Dundee win 3-2.
Okay, good shout. I noticed also that Paul's just brought in Patterson, 85 rated. So although he's got 2 85s out injured, that will make up for one of them. You were talking. I think Mick was talking about Patterson last night on your show. You know, and the tribulations with him. I don't quite make it as close as you do. I think Rob's Dundee are going to win this 3-0.
Good one, mate. Okay, so that's me wrap mine up here. So we'll let you start off now with yours. Your prediction.
All right. Well, I'm going to start with 2 teams that came up into Division 1 from last season, Notts Forest and Fulham. Both have got no points each. Both had fairly tough starts. So I think this will be a bit of relief for both guys and a chance certainly for one of them to get 3 points under his belt. Forest have made a couple of big signings in Kendraver, an 89, but he's got Nani out injured tonight, and Fulham have got a few people out. They've got Basilini and Peria. But one's out injured, one's out suspended, and he's made no big signings, which is a bit surprising. That's Jay Jones at Fulham and Gareth at Forest, and I think Forest are going to win this one 2-0.
Yeah, like you say, I looked at the missing players. Gareth and Jay Jones, I can't split them. They're both great managers. If someone put a gun to me head and said which were the best manager, I couldn't pick because they both get results in all the game rules I've ever seen them in. But tonight I've gone for home advantage as well. I've gone Forest 1-0. Okay,
good shout. Okay, so my next game is Birmingham is Brighton against Sunderland.
Yeah.
Brighton came down from last season and Sunderland came up. Brighton with 4 points so far, Sunderland with 2 draws so far. David Garvock at Sunderland and David Fletcher at Brighton. Brighton got Mata, 91 injured, and they've bought Thovan in, also a 91. David's got Shah suspended, and no big purchases yet. I'm a bit surprised by that. Maybe he's a bit short on money, but I think Brighton are going to win this one comfortably, and I'll make it 3-1 to Brighton.
You've picked exactly the same as me, mate. That's exactly what I've gone for. David Fletcher's got a very nice team there for Division 2. David Garvock's doing nice things at Sunderland as well, but You know, there's some powerhouses in that Brighton side. So, yeah, 3-1 for me as well, Ian. Yeah.
Okay. All right, into Division 3, and we go to two big clubs that really, certainly one of them shouldn't be in that division this season, and that's Birmingham against Aberdeen. Thumbs at Birmingham and James Logan at Aberdeen. You know, I think Thumbs will admit himself he should have made the playoffs last season, and I would expect him to be up there this season. They've both won one game, lost one game. Birmingham are in 12th, Aberdeen are in 8th. Thumbs has brought somebody in new today, Rocker, an 86 has just arrived, and he's also brought a couple of 88s in Pavon and Jimenez. Aberdeen have got Strobel, an 86 suspended, and they really haven't spent an awful lot. This season, all they've really brought in is Foresti, an 86. I think I know it's all the divisions are tough because of clubs coming down and coming up, but I think Thumbs really should be one of those teams you would expect to be able to promoted, and I think they're going to win this one 2-0 tonight.
Yeah, I've looked at Thumb's side, and I'm a big fan of his frontman, De Paul. I have him in a lot of game worlds where I'm a smaller side, and I'm going for De Paul to get a couple tonight again, and I think he's going to win 3-1.
Yeah. Okay. While we're on that division, we'll cover your team. Yes. You're at home to Blackburn tonight. 4 points so far. Well done, Dunks.
Yeah.
Richie at Blackburn, no points. I'm really surprised about that after the amazing job he did last season to save them from relegation. I was really surprised, but they have had a tough start. They've had 2 tough games so far. No injuries or suspensions for you, and you bought recently Diagne, an 83, yeah?
Yeah.
And the other thing I'm surprised about, Richie, is he hasn't taken any loans on board. No. So, you know, that to me is a big surprise. And as I say, he's had a tough start. Bradford and Sheffield Wednesday. So they're 2 teams you would expect to finish in the top 6. But I think he's going to come good tonight, and I think he's going to nick a point from you. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, good shout, mate. Obviously, Richie's my mate. We talk a lot about them. He's horrified about his start, to be fair, but he never hides. It's only a matter of time before he comes good, and I'm dreading playing him because he's got the strong side. But my front 3, Kalu, Thuram, and Marty. I think they're a fantastic front 3 for me, and I think they can take us place this season. So I'm going to predict myself to snatch this again, 2-1 home advantage.
Okay.
Richie's also got, I think he might be struggling at the back just for this game. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. So.
Well, I would expect you to be up there in the promotion places at the end of the season, Dan. So I don't want to put too much pressure on you.
No. Well, Rob said the opposite, and I agree with Rob. As the squad stand right now, I shouldn't be challenging, but as the season goes on, I hope to progress and keep progressing, and hopefully I'll be up there by the end of the season. I set myself high standards, mate. Okay.
All right, and my final game is right down the bottom of Division 4, and it's Falkirk against Partick.
Yeah.
Neither side have got a point. Daniel at Falkirk, Graham Brown at Partick.
Yeah.
Falkirk, no signings of any significance. Partick, no loans at all. I'm really surprised that Division 4 side can go without any loans whatsoever. It's got a 77 and an 82 out injured, Ajida and Richton, but he's been very active on the transfer market as Graham. But it's all been all youngsters, 60 to 68 rated. So I guess he's probably writing off this season and using it to build. Whether or not he plans to sell these guys on when they rise, I don't know. But you're not going to get an awful lot of rising on a player that's 60 to 68 financially. You might get 50, 60, 70, 80,000, but that's about it. So I'm surprised. I think Falkirk are far too strong. and I think they're going to win this one 3-0.
Yeah, mentioning Graham, I snapped at one of his youngsters. I think he's in for a huge rise very soon. So I paid max for him, but that could look small change in the long run. So I was really chuffed to pick him up. And then he went and sold the Ajax guy yesterday as well, who's in for a huge rise. So strange one, but Graham got a decent dollar for both players. So obviously maybe he's going to reinvest in the next 24 hours because he's got some top money gone into the club in the last 24 to 48 hours. Daniel Ponto, I know Daniel very well. He won't be happy with that start. And I think he'll put it right tonight. I've gone for Falkirk to win 2-0.
Okay. Before you wrap up today's show, I'd just like to take this time to say a few words. I want to say every time I turn on my Facebook account, there's a video from you, with you in one of the games, and I think you're doing a great job. Credit to you. I'm always an admirer of guys who put themselves out and put in a lot, and you deserve a lot of credit for that, along with Rob as well, because although he's taken a bit of a back seat with TFSL, none of us would be here playing these games without Rob, and these are great games. I'd also like to say a little shout to James, because yesterday it made me realise, watching your show, that there's probably a lot of guys messaging James all the time with various questions and queries, and he probably doesn't. People don't probably realise how much he does behind the scenes, as well as running the game world, and also to guys like Mick, Johnny, Mark, and all the guys who are coming on regularly, and Kev. I apologise if I've left anybody out, but these guys give up all their time, and I don't think some of the new guys, or the guys that don't appear, realise what goes into making these shows. I mean, I spend about an hour preparing for this show that lasts about 20 minutes, so I don't know how much time you and Rob spend preparing the jobs you do, but it must be an awful lot of time, and it was nice to see a new guy come on yesterday in Etienne. And I think it would be really nice if all the guys, without putting them, I know everybody's got jobs and works and families, but if you just came on and helped with one show during a season each, it would be really good. It's so nice to put faces to the names. And as I say, real credit to you, Rob and James, for what you're doing. Great respect from me, certainly, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of a lot of the guys. Keep up the good work, Dunks, because you are doing a really good job. And as I say, also from all the other guys that appear regularly on your show, they're really good. I try to get to watch all of the shows and leave comments. And I know the more guys that watch, the more it encourages you to go on and making the shows. So just keep up the good work.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate that, and I'm sure James, Rob, and the rest of the lads will appreciate that as well, Ian. Thanks ever so much for that. I'm just going to wrap the show up. Say me and Ian are going to knock one of these shows out as usual once a week. I've said it before. Any guests welcome to come on, have a laugh with us. And I just want to say the work I'm seeing in TFSL is still first class. Facebook page is flying. I want to praise James. I have an odd private conversation with him once a week. He's a top guy. He puts the game well first, and I agree with near enough every decision he's made. He's a top class guy, and like you say, Rob's in China, so he's took a back seat, but he's still working hard behind the scenes. All these games.
Rob's love life has taken over, and good luck to him.
Fair play to him. Yeah. He's punching above his weight, and he knows it. Right, Ian, thanks for coming on, pal, and good luck tomorrow. Good luck to everyone in TFSL over the weekend and midweek. We'll speak soon. See you later.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.